Hello, welcome to Security Training. My name is Akuya Frimpong, and today we are going to learn about ethical hacking, vulnerabilities and risk, and we will tie it all together with risk assessment, management, and the importance of network security. At the end of this training, participants would be able to describe ethical hacking, vulnerability, risk, and the importance of a secured network. But before we jump into ethical hacking, let's define hacking and its potential consequences. A commonly used hacking definition is the act of compromising digital devices and networks for unauthorized access to an account or computer system. Hacking is not always a malicious act, but it is most commonly associated with illegal activity and data theft by cybercriminals. But what is hacking in a cybersecurity context? Hacking in cybersecurity refers to the misuse of devices like computers, smartphones, tablets, and networks to cause damage to or corrupt systems, gather information on users, steal data and documents, or disrupt data-related activity. In cybersecurity, there are three types of hackers, commonly referred to as the black hat, that is the great guys, the white hat, also known as the ethical hackers, thus the good guys, and the gray hat, which sits between the good and the bad guys. But for this training, we are going to focus on the white hat hackers, or the ethical hackers. For context and clarity, we will start with who the black hat hackers are, and then we will switch to the white or ethical hackers. Black hat hackers. Black hat hackers are the bad guys of the hacking scene. They go out of their way to discover vulnerabilities in computer systems and software to exploit them for financial gain or for more malicious purposes, such as to gain reputation, carry out corporate espionage, or as part of a nation-state hacking campaign. These individuals' actions can inflict serious damage on both computer users and the organizations they work for. They can steal sensitive personal information, compromise computer and financial systems, and alter or take down the functionality of websites and critical networks. Gaining unauthorized access to personal or organizational data can lead to loss of revenue, loss of business, lack of production, and damage to the company's brand. And of course, a lack of security trust among customers. Now, let's talk about ethical hackers, or white hat hackers. White hat hackers can be seen as the good guys, who attempt to prevent the success of black hat hackers through proactive hacking. They use their technical skills to break into systems to assess and test the level of national security. They also known as ethical hacking. This helps expose vulnerabilities in systems before black hat hackers can detect and exploit them. The techniques white hat hackers use are similar to or even identical to those of black hat hackers, but these individuals are hired by organizations to test and discover potential holes in their security defensive. Ethical hacking is a legal process that involves using the same tools and techniques as malicious hackers to identify vulnerabilities in systems, networks, and applications. The goal of ethical hacking is to improve system security and prevent cyber attacks. Ethical hacking is ethical because it's not designed to be malicious and aims to avoid damage and disruption to businesses. Ethical hacking is used in cybersecurity to prevent cyber attacks and security breaches. It strengthens systems and network safety. It identifies potential data breaches and threats in the network, and it can test password strength. This slide talks about vulnerabilities and risks, weaknesses in a network, and the potential for an attack. Let's start with vulnerabilities. A vulnerability is a flaw or weakness in a network that could potentially be open access or unprotected or uncovered areas that can be exploited by cybercriminals to gain unauthorized access to the network. Vulnerabilities can enable hackers to access IT systems and applications, so it's important to find them to minimize risk exposure and secure critical systems. You can fix vulnerabilities by changing the security level, changing the action to take on infected files, and generating a list of objects to scan. Now, onto risks and consequences. There are several risks of not securing a network. Malicious software, such as viruses, trojans, Worms and ransomware can infect computer systems, steal sensitive information, and damage or destroy data. Network-based ransomware can cripple systems and data. Phishing attacks can carefully target digital messages to fool people into clicking on a link that can then install malware or expose sensitive data. Data compromise can cause identity theft, discrimination, and reputational damage. Some common causes of data breaches, such as insider threats, are often a result of too many employees having privileged user access credentials. Malware can give hackers backdoor access to a computer network and privileged user access credentials. Malware can give hackers backdoor access to computer network and data. It can also infect the corporate devices and encrypts data. Network security is important for business because it protects valuable data in critical operations from external threats like viruses, malware, and hackers. If a network is compromised, the entire business can be at risk. In conclusion, ethical hackers are information security experts who hack into systems with permission to find vulnerabilities. They help people, businesses, and governments uncover current and potential cybersecurity problems. Finding and fixing vulnerabilities is important in cybersecurity because it helps protect against data breaches and hacks. Vulnerability management is an essential practice that helps maintain security over time. It needs to be performed continuously to keep up with new systems being added onto networks, changes that are being made to systems, and the discovery of new vulnerabilities over time. Network security is important because it helps prevent, detect, and monitor unauthorized access, misuse, modification, or denial of a computer network and network accessible resources. By identifying these vulnerabilities, a company is able to perform a proper cyber risk assessment, which drives a better management strategy. A better management strategy leads to a secure network, which then leads to trust in the customers or consumers of the products, services, or business. More so, a secure network breeds confidence in the brand and better ratings, which obviously lead to productivity and growth. Thank you.